Of course, James, a big Colombian hero here, delighting the crowd and probably some of the players from Millonarios. And it was Millonarios who had really the better part of the first half, even though Everton had a couple moments early on, but that would be about it for them. Possession would strongly slant toward Millonarios. As Everton are, like we said, they're in very much preseason form. This is their first big test.
You see their first chance.
𝘿𝙚𝙧 and signs of something to come from him as he was getting involved with balls that get served into the box. We talked about him, that he is dangerous off set pieces, reads the game very well. Somehow just manages to find himself in good spots. It was 𝘿𝙧 there, equal to the task, turning away a really good opportunity. 𝘿𝙧 had to be strong in the moment.
Sure, he plays it well on FIFA. Uses that experience. How about Mojica there?
Well, there's a player, Uribe, that I thought we'd probably speak about a bit more often. And here comes the goal, as you see. Again, 𝘿𝙚𝙧 does great on the first ball. Actually, does everything right. He gets his head on it back the way it came. And then it kind of comes back off the post.
But that's okay.
And he kind of falls backward, and that's the way he meant to do it. He meant that to happen right there. Watch. He's, oh, I'm just going to backheel it, but I'm going to make it look like I'm falling over.
A goal he'll remember.
Listen, it doesn't matter. He's happy either way. If that went in this game, he's happy. If that went in FIFA, he's happy. Then we get a chance. Now there, right there, big moment, because it was a handball called, and to be honest with you, I don't think it was a handball. I think that came right off his chest. So a possible opportunity waved off for Everton there.
Keane would get another chance at this, though.
Yeah, Everton would grow a little bit in the game, as you'd hope, and there's a great ball by Digne. And Keane, he just wanted to get down on it a little bit more, back the way it came. But a wonderful service, if you look. I mean, just dropped on a dime right over the head of Juan Pablo Vargas from Millonarios.
That was right at the 30-minute mark.
This came off of a turnover right there, and we said all throughout the first half that Doucouré and Allen for Everton were having a really hard time because they were getting stood on. Mojica, Vega, Pereira for Millonarios, giving them trouble. And that turned into a chance for Millonarios right there. You see a ball bent in, turned into a corner. Not much coming, but this.
Yeah, Townsend went to the hardware store.
Andros Townsend with a big blast that careened right off the crossbar.
Minute 41.
What a start that would have been to his Everton career if he could have scored in his first preseason match with his new club. As Vargas could just look at it and hope.
Yeah, a couple of yellows being passed out.
Yeah, I mean, a couple hard challenges. That's going to be a big one.
Second half highlights. And it was Everton getting right back into this, and it was spurred by a lot of the reserves coming in. That man there.
Yeah, credit them with certainly wanting to impress. It's their chance to impress a new manager. I think their two holding mids turned more into a 6 and an 8. I think that helped to change the game a little bit for them. And it certainly generated chances. Now right there, that was just a well-timed challenge by Felipe Roman, and it had to be, otherwise it was going to be a penalty. Here's one. We talked about Moreno being very adventurous off his line, quick off his line, but sometimes it gets him in trouble. That time, it definitely got him in trouble. None of the ball caught every bit of broadhead, and that would send it to the spot and give the new guy, Demarai Gray, a chance to impress.
Birmingham native.
And he took his pen very well.
That tied things at 1 in the 64th minute.
As you get a good look, again, hit with pace, power. Even though the keeper guesses the right way, you've got enough pace to get by and put it in the back of the net. Millonarios would still have their chances, but right there, bad pass.
Broadhead had some great moments.
And this is where Moreno was good. Came out, stood his ground well, was patient, narrowed the angle. Good touch around 𝘿𝙚𝙧 by Broadhead there.
Gave 𝘿𝙚𝙧 stopped on a dime and gave him 9 cents change.
But he was at a hard angle. You can see what trying to do, going low to the far post, which is the right thing to do if you're a striker. He just couldn't open his hips up to get it around close enough to that near post, or to the far post, excuse me. You get a good look at Davies and Omar Bertel going at it, and that would end it and send it to the spot. And then a myriad of